Well there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a balmy Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache here in downtown Sao Paulo, Brazil for AM1's 5th race of the season. Looking forward to it. I'm joined by my trusty companion, Badhad. Speaking of Pache, Badhad won last night. So how you feeling after that, Bad?
Hello, welcome to everyone on the stream. Looking forward to another super race. AM2 put on a decent show last night, which was good to see. Looking forward to the big boys showing us how it's done though. Expecting some pretty decent racing, short track, low lap time, so it should be nice and close for both qualifying and the race. So really looking forward to it, actually. Yeah, a few things to keep an eye out on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things to be looking out for today is the return of our two-time defending champion. Thanks to the coronavirus, he's able to race from home. He's able to do class online, so he's got his whole setup, and he is back to show these guys what's up in a McLaren this time.
Super exciting. Much loved in the COS community. He's going to take the season off for his own studies, but due to the world going to crap, sort of, yeah, made a return, which is good to see. So, yeah, great to see Alp back out on track racing because once again, doesn't have Enrique as a teammate this time, so we'll see if he can spice up with a couple of these guys. And as you said, in the McLaren, which I don't think I've ever seen him in before, so he's set a 107.2 on mediums already, so already showing his class.
Yeah, not too bad. Early leader in the Clubhouse Series is going to be Fenrique, only Brazilian in either of our tiers. I think we have a Portuguese guy, Moreira, in AM2, but Fenrique, the only Brazilian in the field, definitely going to be looking for a victory here today. I would expect some pretty hard-nosed racing, maybe even a little more hard-nosed than usual from the Brazilian at his home track. Not sure if these guys on the mediums are going to put in another lap. It looks like they're all going in. But as it stands right now, Fenrique and Arbar on the softs. 1 and 2, followed by 2 mediums. Alp and Lopez's Nicholas goes P2 on softs, followed by Canal 427, Berzi, Canal and 427. Thank you for joining us. I think Tichy is as well over from the EU side. Must be pretty late over there. Burned the midnight oil. Big Slater getting those predictions in early. It says Mon, Canal, and Alp. All right. Well, that's a little early, but. But what's the ideal strategy around here? Might as well take it from the winner last night.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because we had a safety car, which kind of threw it a little bit. But I know last game, like last season, a soft to medium was very, very easy, but the tyres were out a bit more on this game than they did last game around here. So the soft medium is no longer easy. It's actually a bit of a stretch. So depending on how long they can make the softs last, they might put on the hards and mediums, but I think the soft medium will be preferred for these guys. So we'll have to see what they do and whether safety cars play a part in the pit stops. If you don't see safety cars, I'd expect to see drivers in kind of in the lap 11 to 14, 11 to 15 range to put some mediums on.
Yep. And I think we're a little quiet out on track right now. None of the medium runners went for another run. But we do have a couple of guys on outlaps right now. I believe Canal is the furthest one. Yeah, he's in the sector 3 right now. So we'll have to see. And like the helmet, very simple. Matches the Williams. The teal. It's 2 a.m. in England, so they are committed. Yeah, committed to this. I don't know if they should be maybe committed to a mental asylum for that kind of commitment. But I'm glad they're here nonetheless. Speaking of one, here's Canal. Starting his lap. What tier does racing in Europe, do you know, Bod?
What tier?
Is it 2?
2 or 3, I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it's very early in the morning for me, so I don't every single race.
And I'm American, so I only focus on things in my own country. But
I think he's doing quite well though. Did he?
he went
Get a
purple sector
win?
1. Yeah, I think he
might have
did
got-
win. I think he might have won today.
I think I saw something in chat. Don't quote me on that, but I think he had a decent race in his tiers. So, and of course he ended up on the podium last week too. We should remember too. Filling in. So,
Riding the riding the form, I suppose. As I believe he went purple in sector 1. I'm not sure about sector 2. Flip Flop says Alp 2 or Alp number 1, Fenrique 2, KD 3. So keep that in mind for our fantasy cost pools. And his canal does improve, but only one spot up to P5. Splits the two mediums of Alp and Lopez. So we'll follow along on Alp's first soft lap.
I think Lopez came out the same meeting as well. Just by the way.
Oh, there's Lopez.
Oh, someone's off.
Oh, that's Perry.
There's a Haas, front corner. Yeah.
Too much of that outside curve will do that to a man.
Yeah, it's a high inside curve and that outside curve is quite slippery, so, and it's not the best corner for traction anyway, so we probably won't be the last one. His upset's a 106.5, 2 tenths clear so far.
That's a 106.5. That's not too shabby for your first soft attempt. Bursey Bursey just invalidated. Perry had to go in obviously after he spun coming out of the final corner. Looks like DK Wing It is into the final sector. Is Lucas? Where's he at?
Turn 4. DK just drove past him.
Turn 4. Yeah, there's no one.
On the power and the inside wall. So that's it for Nick.
At least he did set a fairly competitive time. And Wayne will go across MP10. Yes, that's probably not the way you want to start off the weekend. I think these extra 2 laps that Nicholas probably could have got would have been beneficial.
Yeah, traction improves as the session goes on. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, he hasn't been left with nothing. He's put on a time, which is good. Probably can stay in the top 10 as Warner leaves the session, not the first time, unfortunately. So let's hope he gets back in.
Yeah, I think he'll be back in a couple seconds.
As well, actually. Warner's done okay recently, and DK is quite confident around here, so see if they can get to 10.
Yeah, just flipping around, these guys are really going in waves. A lot of invalidations there on the second run. I think Fatal, DK, a lot of them did not actually get the lap out. Of course, Perry did spin. Kitten be drunk. Kitten is not drunk. Kitten is on his once per week or monthly sobriety week, hydration week for me. Got to keep the liver fresh. I'm fasting. As Fatal is going to go back into the pits. Tichy on a hot lap. I believe he is the only one on a hot lap at the moment.
DK is as well. He's just like dusting for the tires to go again. I think they're definitely the only ones. I think DK might just put himself in the top 10 as well. He's 4 tenths up in his best time. As it stands, just come through the final corner now. See where it jumps in. Yeah, so that's pretty reasonable there.
Yeah, not too bad for DK. Not sure if he really wants to put too much tread on those softs though. Either way, Tichy on fast lap into sector 3. He put in a sector 2 and it was purple. Yeah, I think he's going to get a nice little toe here from, I believe that is X47.
European connection. Oh, it's P5, 7 flat.
P5, not too bad. Question for the commentary. Go ahead and shoot Steve UK Gamer HD. I'm watching you guys down there. How much power do you get from porridge? I believe that's yeah, I believe that's actually about 70 HP in a straight line. Something like that. I've never had porridge before. Is that the same? Is it the same as oatmeal, or is that just like an American thing? Do you
pretty
call it the
much.
same thing?
It's
Yeah, I
like,
think it's like the same thing.
Put out like water and that kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm not.
Heat it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna follow along with 427. That might be a some research for someone to do in the
I've done it
comments.
for it before, but yeah.
Weetabix. I've heard of that, but they do not sell
being
it here.
Aussie, of course, I'm a Weet-Bix kid, so that's more my ballpark. That's my kind of brekkie.
What's the other stuff that you? Is it Marmite?
Vegemite.
Vegemite. Yeah, that's it. Oh man.
Marmite would be like the fraud version from elsewhere. Vegemite's the good old stuff. Although to be fair, half the Aussies don't like it either. But I mean, that's their problem.
Yeah, I'll stay away from that. But
yeah, just league race qualifying or MasterChef.
yeah, right. I don't know. Everybody's got it going out in waves here. Porridge Power, the aforementioned Porridge Power, is finishing up his first hot lap here of the day. Obviously reserving down from AM2. I think he's done this a couple of times so far with a mixed bag of results, as he's just going to go right back in the pits.
Teammate put in a 106.3 up the front, so improving by another 0.2.
I believe this is Lopez coming around, and he's going to pit as well. Oh, no, he's not. Ooh, that's close to track limits from Lopez.
Ooh.
Up to P4, not bad.
Fatal just nearly smashed the back of Payday. He ran out of fuel.
Ooh. And it looks like Bursey is invalidated again. I'm not sure. I think Fatal might have to duck in one more time if that costs him anything.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably have time to finish this lap and come around. It's only just over a minute lap, so...
Porridge is...
If he's not up, then he'll probably bail out.
Porridge is oatmeal, just more water. Yeah, I'll just stick to oatmeal then, I guess. As Fatal's coming around. Hope Gordon Murray's not watching. I think Bursey invalidated one more time. He's going to give it another go, though. So hopefully this one will be a little bit better from old Bursey J. Did a great job on the comms last night, as always.
Yep, it is his new role quite nicely. And DK absolutely killing it. For AM2 comms, he's only just on his best time, so he's got a bit to find in this new sector.
Yeah, nothing like a Canadian to brighten up your day. That's what I always think of. Yeah, he's the only one on a flyer at the moment. Everyone else is waiting for this last run, which I'm sure is going to be manic here with about 3.5 minutes left in qualifying. Still some spots to be made. I think Bean is probably going to be pretty content there in P7 with the medium, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last.
Yeah, you can see how many of the bottom guys will start on mediums, especially soft. But yeah, Bean looking quite nice there on the mediums in the top 10, so it's not the worst place to be.
Bursey up to
P12,
12.
so that's also not the worst. Get pretty close to tire.
What do Canadians eat for breakfast? That is a good question for our Canadian viewers. I believe they just freebase maple syrup, if I am correct.
Just from the bottle.
yeah, just straight from the bottle. It's thick enough. It'll keep you going until at least lunch. Wing It is currently the furthest one ahead, I believe. Fenrique also starting a hot lap as well. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah. Right along with Wing It for a second. And as you can see, ooh, that's a nice shot with all the cars in the background. Not sure if it's been said, but it is dry. Okay, so a dry race, which is a change after all of the wet races we've had so far at places where it usually doesn't rain. Wing It goes up to P13. And Fenrique into this extremely technical second sector, a really fun second sector, but obviously it's a very short track. This is where you're going to make up the most of your time.
Most of these guys are starting the final ones now. You guys saw out laps. See who can jump. A little improvement could really go a long way. Times are so close. If you improve by 2-3 tenths, and that's a few positions.
Yeah.
So We'll have to really nail their lap.
And if Enrique's not going to be able to improve there, you might want to give it one more go. I'm not sure how thin he was running. Purple sector 2 for R-Bar.
Yep. He's on track for, possibly fight P3. KD jumped up there, which you didn't notice really well. So he's been a good lap.
R-Bar not able to capitalize on the quickest second sector. Is Alp, I believe, is probably just out there right now.
He's in the wall. I've just caught that.
Where was that
Turn
at?
4 as well. He's Nicholas. I've just jumped on forward and he's in the wall. So
interesting.
Hopefully he doesn't pick his way.
Interesting is Alp is just going along. Yeah, didn't really need to improve. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to touch that one. But we will see here, as I think Lopez is in P4. Is that? Oh, Jack Harvey just followed us. Cool. Okay. What's up, Jack Harvey? Big fan. Lopez in P4. He's had a decent season so far. I'm not sure he's really gotten exactly everything out of it. I think he and his teammate Fatal, have not quite been there. I think that's Bean. Is that Bean? And one of the racing points spins out right in front of him, going in. Oh, KD. Ooh, that's tough. From KD up in P4. Lopez into P2, and we do remember that Alp isn't great on start, so Lopez might be in the catbird seat after turn 1. Very short run up as KD's going to finish out that lap. Now Bean going for it on the softs. Up to P2, he's going to get Lopez. Good run from Bean. Yeah, purple sector 3.
There he is, Three pace coming across. No, he's there as well. I think he's out of field. Orange might be the last one here. But he's down in his time, so that might be it. Just can get a mega run out of here.
Who were you on with? Is there anybody else left? I think that was about it.
I think that's it. Probably just came across and ran out of field just as it was about to cross the line, so he didn't improve. That's all.
Boy, that pit limiter on Perry's car getting a workout there.
I can hear that.
I'm not sure what happened there. It sounded like a dog chasing a mailman. But here we have it. Alp is he's going to be starting P1. Not really a surprise, but 106.3. About where he puts it in practice. Bean though with a 106.4. I think that, I'm not sure about you, but that caught me a little bit by surprise.
That was a great lap. We knew he had some pace, like being P7 on the mediums, but he's really been out capitalised. But he is out by just over a tenth. He takes pole, so back to his old winning ways. Bean, another rival from last season for him. P2 and Lopez putting in a good lap as well. Homeboy Enrique managing P4. KD splits the Red Bulls, so decent qualifying there from KD, who's been caught up in a fair bit this season in incidents. Then Arbar, Perry, Tichy and Connell. Top 10 all on soft tyres. We're interesting to see what X427 and below will do for strategy.
Yeah, I think we're shaping up for an interesting one. As I mentioned earlier, I was kind of expecting rain, like an 80% chance at least here in Interlagos, but apparently not today. I guess the F1 gods have said that's enough rain after I think we had about 4 out of the last 5 rain affected races.
Well, we've had our fair share. It's about time we had a fully dry session.
That's true.
I know a couple of drivers don't mind the rain, but I know there are plenty that really don't like it, so got to keep everyone happy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so if you guys want to get the official predictions in now, since you have the full starting order, feel free to. I'll try to memorize them, but I have the memory of a 78-year-old man, so I'm not sure if I'm the best person to log those. That should be alright. What do you think, Bob?
I think Fenrique in his home race can jump a couple of positions. Decent qualifying, but he'll be motivated to get a win. He had a really good race here last season. So I've got my eye on him. I think it'll be tough to beat Alp though, showing some really good pace. So I'll pick Alp over Fenrique, and I reckon KD can break through and get a podium. I reckon he's been close a lot of races and he's been caught up a bit, but he's shown some good pace, not just here but in a few races. So if he can put it together, then he could definitely be in contention for the podium. So I'll go for those three.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I want to go against the grain, I think Alp might have this one cut out for him starting on pole. I think Bean might have a chance to jump him at the start. But I'm not sure how long Bean's going to be able to keep him behind, as we're going to check out some of these tire choices. Interestingly enough, X427 is the only one in P11 who is starting on the mediums, although we do have Swarner and Fatal 16th and 18th respectfully. They are on the hards. So
I'm a little bit surprised that no one else, like not more people are on mediums, but
no.
I mean I'm also not, because you'd want a good start on the soft tyres, and they're definitely a half decent race tyres. So we should see how X47 can progress through this race.
Joel Granger says Alp, Fenrique, and Nicholas. I would tend to lean more towards that as well, personally, but I don't want to be too boring. But I would like to see if Fenrique can get through these guys and give Alp a proper challenge, which I think is a pretty good possibility. I'm not going to put odds on it, but I think it is definitely a possibility. Gibby Man says Swarner top 10. Swarner on the hard tires, hopefully not crashing into anything or lagging out. Could well do that here today, as we are lining up on the grid. Forget how short the formation lap is around Interlagos.
Short run to turn 1 as well, so it'll be interesting to see if Alp can maintain the lead into the first corner. But yeah, I'll let you start that race, mate.
Oh, well, I got 5 lights already, and we're off. KD, oh yeah, we're getting the same glitch that we have gotten. Looks like Alp is going to defend from Bean into turn 1. Looking a little bit further down the back. Looks like we got a clean getaway. A lot of cars have ghosted. Burzy looks like may have gotten off a little worse for wears. Let me try to get this thing back to where it should be.
All Red Bulls nearly lost it. Nicholas almost put it in the wall, trying to fight Arbar side by side. Arbar's made up a couple of positions. Yeah, nice and close there. Fenrique all over the back of KD. He's going to look down the inside. KD's going to close the door on him.
Oh boy. And that's going to open the door for Arbar to the second part of that.
Then gets the close on him.
Yeah, and now it's Nicholas jumping out. Oh boy. Alex Albon leaving the door open there.
No contact this time though.
Now we'll go back.
A couple of spots after losing a couple on the first lap. A couple of Alfa fighting his body. But yeah, Alp's managed to maintain his lead, being maintained P2 and Lopez P3, so he can start at the top there. Katie's managed to jump up to P4, so that's good.
Not too bad.
Oh, that's a big boy dive. Straight down the inside. Can he get it stuck? I'll hold it. Oh, he's run off. I think they'll both couple warning for that. Receiving the track.
Oh, older fellas. Now there's there's Perry in the background.
Looking his lips, ready to pick up the pieces.
Ooh.
Who can hold it? Nicholas might try and push him out. Yeah, he does. So strong defense there from Nicholas. Arbar losing out slightly.
Yeah, Perry's gonna have a go here. He's gonna let Arbar slap back in. Gentleman driving from these guys. As I'm gonna go back up. Biggest winner at the start was Wing It. Made up 3 spots. Biggest loser was Tichy. Tires back up. I think everything has gone back down to normal. What was it?
still, which is really good to see. The whole field is within a second of the car in front, with the exception of Nicholas.
Yeah.
In Enrique, so I'm still keeping cut those hard and medium runners.
Yeah,
Soft guys, DRS are coming this lap.
it took about a lap and a half for all the gaps and drivers to get back into place. That start glitch is still affecting me, as we got a few lockups. Our bar locked up, and then I think Perry followed him there, and he might have gotten a little worse off. As Juventus, actually X427 looking right on the back of Juventus here. See if anybody wants to pop out into turn 4. Oh, it's gonna be Tichy and DK. This is touching.
Might just hold up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a long race.
Good run there.
Or is Tichy gonna put it back in? No, he's not.
Thought about it.
Yeah, he did. Fenrique's still down here in P5. Gonna be interesting to see if he can get past KD. Currently stuck about 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Not where he wants to be, but Bean doing a pretty good job of keeping it within DRS zone on or range on Alp thus far.
Yeah, it's been a tidy start from everyone. No major incidents, which is really good to see. No one, having anything drastic happen. Fatal is going to get Porridge for second to last spot, as well as Porridge struggling a bit for pace at the moment. It's lost about the optimal. I'll have to see how long he stays out for. Lopez is just about dropped to second from Bean as well, P2. So those two might vault if Lopez can't put together a good second sector, because if Bean gets the DRS and Lopez doesn't, then that's going to be really hard for Lopez to get back up, especially with guys behind him with DRS.
Yeah, and I think Fenrique might have been able to break it on his teammate Nicholas behind him. Nicholas
it seems like 1.1 for the last lap, so that's an important one as well. Arbar as well, right on that second.
Yeah, these guys are all nose to tail here. Second through fifth.
Lopez putting the Pelkin in the sector, so he's done enough for DRS, so good effort there.
Yeah, not too bad. I think Fenrique might.
And so has Arbar.
As that is the fastest lap from Bean. As Fenrique can't get close enough to KD with KD as close to the back of Lopez as he is. So we're going to go down the field a bit. We got Team Ding It going bumper to bumper through the Senna S's.
See the midfield scrapping away.
Yeah.
As Enrique and KD, they're side by side, all very, very, very close. There's a very narrow part of the track. He's going to understeer Enrique, make a little bit of contact, takes the penalty for it too. He's going to close the door on the brakes as well. It's a very, very hard defending from KD there. But Enrique's got him, and Nicholas is going to look around the outside. Oh, KD gives him a fat squeeze. That's a little bit illegal, but yeah.
Good
and
one.
Nicholas has lost that, and he might be under threat from Arbar, so Nicholas won't be happy about that at all. KD's going to leave a car's whip there, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not, maybe he was focused a little more in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't alongside, but he had half the car there.
Yeah.
Nicholas is back with DRS though, which is important. He's got 0 ERS though, so he's really, really pushing. Arbar behind's got 40% ERS, so Arbar could get into the spot as well if these guys keep scrapping away. So Fenrique's probably just lost DRS. He has, so Fenrique's lost DRS from Lopez as well, so that's another important one. KD will have it, but will not be able to catch him.
Yeah, we've got, if you look back here, the battle for the final points paying position. 427 is trying to get past Juventus, but then Wing It, DK, Tichy, and Berzi are right behind him, just waiting for one of them to make a mistake. And oh man, it looks like that Renault is just, oh gosh, just sends it there. Not a bad move from Wing It, but yeah, these guys are really going hammer and fist as
gets through as well. So Renault and AlphaTauri having Alfa Romeo, sorry, having a major ding dong, and then Juventus just in front trying to get out of it. This could be a real spicy battle for a long time. These guys have been swap places all over the shot.
Yeah, these guys are pack racing back here around what essentially is a glorified go-kart track at Interlagos.
Fun carries as well, right behind. So 3 teams all getting involved as we lead the pack into turn 1 after making the move in Juventus.
I thought one of the alphas, I thought it was a 427, I thought he got into the back of Juventus there. Going into turn 1, I think this might give Wingit just a little bit of daylight as Burzy and DK going at it as well. I don't want to.
So he's doing quite well to hang with these guys. Although this fighting is not going to help him save those tyres.
And that's a 3-second time penalty for Burzy there. Who is back in this pack. The nice helmet. I don't think I've seen that design before. It's kind of like graffiti. From back, I want to go back up front because Bean has gotten it down pretty much to as close as about 3/10 at one point during the last lap. I think Alp is maybe just biding his time a bit, saving the tires, but Bean does have a little bit more ERS as he closes right up onto him through turn 1, 2, and 3.
Neither of them are using very much battery. It looks like they're happy to save and fight. As because Nicholas and KD, I think just both is now ahead of the racing point. But yeah, those top 2 looking like they're managing their battery very well, happy enough to stay in formation.
Yeah, I think this is maybe didn't give Bean enough credit before the race. This is definitely looking like the class of the field here. As they have gotten over 2 seconds on Lopez there in 3rd place. Fenrique is bearing down as KD, I believe that's his second second time penalty so far, so not ideal for him with all these guys as packed up as they are behind him. Swarner now on the hards down there in P16. I think those hards are probably starting to come into ideal temp as he is on the back of DK and Burzy, I believe, who are battling in front of him. Yeah, this is now it's a 7 cars? Got a 7-car train here from 10th down to 16.
These 2, of course, fighting for the championship last season, AM2, P2 and P3 in the end. But yeah, into swapping positions kind of lap after lap, so real good fights. Fenrique and Lopez.
Yeah, I think Fenrique sent one into turn 4.
So good effort there. And probably going to hold it, no real place to go side by side there. It is wider than last year, but still probably not wide enough.
And now look at Nicholas. We've got 2 separate snakes. You got the top 2, then you got 3 through 8, and then you got 11. Then you got 11 through 16. Yeah, Connell's just. This might actually be the best. He might be in the best spot on the track right now. He's on an island.
Race of everyone, because everyone else is in some sort of train.
Yeah, this is what Max Verstappen's life is like. Every real life Grand Prix.
Yeah, except the gap in front.
That's Bean.
Not as close.
Almost just caught the end of that. Bean making a nice dive bomb on Alp. Not sure if Alp was particularly expecting that, but I don't think he's going to be too disappointed in getting some DRS for the first time this race. Yeah, motivated stuff from Beat tonight. I'm going to go up here. I think that's 427. Ooh, almost trying to pull out on Juventus. Tichy right behind Wingit. I can't imagine what the dirty air is like if you run around at the very back of these packs going through Sector 2, which is extremely tight and twisty. Oh, and Tichy right up on the gearbox of Wingit. Wingit's not getting away. I thought Wingit might have a chance to break loose from this pack, but obviously the gap to Canal was already too much to gain DRS, so these guys just all formed up as Juventus runs a little wide. Not sure how many warnings he has. He might have 2 now. One thing to keep an eye on. How are the track limits around here? Are they?
Oh, Katie picks up the 3rd one. So Katie obviously not enjoying the track limits. a lot of flat curbs, so it's easy to take more than you're allowed.
Yeah, obviously, I wasn't able to compete in the league race last night, so I haven't done one at Brazil yet. I was dealing with a hacker who hacked my account. But at least the hacker was a Formula 1 fan as well, it appears. Renamed my profile to Formal 120. So, small world. And shout out to Russia. Luckily, I don't think they got any information off my cards. So that is a win for me. I will take the DNS over not having my identity stolen any day. Bean is already 9-1. It's really jumping. His Alp is Alp's gonna try the undercut here. That might be his best chance.
I wonder if he's gonna make it on mediums. That's gonna be a real stretch.
I'm gonna try to catch up to him, see what he throws on. Yep, that's gonna be mediums. That is 24 laps on these medium tires. That is going to be a bit of a task, especially where he's going to come out. These guys are so...
Sorry. People are just sideways in this train. First he was like 9 degrees to the track almost. Just trying to fight with DK. I just thought it was going to put in the wall. Yeah, tried to jump in there, but that was quite chaotic. It's like
I was trying to... Oh boy, yeah. I'm riding along with Alp, who now has to get through all of this.
Good luck,
when he went from 2nd to 16th. These guys are quite close together.
That lap. We have 2 pairs of changes, so it's an absolute pack and a half now. Alp, he's already on the back of... good luck. That's all I have to say, good luck.
Oh man, I'm not sure if
Sworn on the hard to catch up, and he's got no right to be up with these soft forms as well. That's how hard they're fighting. But what a crazy race! So awesome to watch. But
yeah, it's fun, and the fact that nobody's gone off yet, really, like, at least not in a serious manner, is I think Swarner's gonna let Alp a little bit of respect there, and I think Alp's gonna be able to get Burzy quite easily. We're gonna have to see where he or how he kind of picks and chooses his spots here, as I think KD has pit, as has Nicholas. Both also on the medium tires. I guess we're just going to have to wait for Bean here. I'm not sure if he knows what awaits him after the pit. I don't think he can see that far down the lineup, but...
that he'd probably see an orange car in traffic as Alp make another move, so Alp getting it done quite well actually. Already passed 3 cars in a couple of sectors, so Alp not getting held off yet. I mean, he's not going to be as quick now as he would be.
About 5 spots, I think, on that first lap. Of course, two of his competitors up front pit as well, but Nicholas in P15, KD in P16 come out right where he did. I'm not sure if he's going to have the same kind of luck. I think most of these guys see out behind him and probably going to be kind of respectful. Don't want to get in the way of what looks to be a pretty interesting battle up front. As that is
P345 will come in. So only Bean left out.
Bean and Perry up there.
Oh, interesting. So Lopez and Arbor have gone to hards.
We're gonna have to see how that plays out towards the end, because these mediums are gonna be barking towards just last 5 or 6 laps, I would assume. I believe that is
I think if he was going to go to hard, he would have wanted to pit 2 laps ago or so.
Yeah.
And
this is...
Well, that's how that died.
Yeah, Nicholas gets Fenrique. I'm not sure if Fenrique's going to be too thrilled about that.
I guess it's not.
Gonna have to, yeah, probably not. They're going to have to throw it down to Christian Horner on the team chat. I'm not sure if he's going to give these guys any directions. Multi-21. Fenrique.
Probably just happy that 2 Red Bulls are fighting each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Might not mind. It's been a while since that's happened.
Yeah, right.
Bean will come into that now.
Alp is entering the main straight here. I think, I mean, the extreme overcut might be a pretty good move from Perry. As that is... Let's see where Alp is on track right now. Yeah. And who knows with how close these guys are. It's going to be pretty close.
I think, it's going to be nearly side by side.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it just switched me to someone pitting.
Yeah, Bean will get in by about half a second. and it'll be on pressure tyres, so Bean's done quite well there. El's
Yeah.
getting through that traffic really quickly, but not quick enough.
Yeah, I think we've seen that on a couple of occasions, at least last year from Alp, where he isn't afraid to drop back and mix it up. I think he did a worst to first challenge in Singapore last season.
Enrique Juventus going around the outside of the fast right-hander. El's getting 3 seconds. That's costly. That's very costly.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, this pack not being separated by Elf coming through, which sometimes can be the case. Lopez has found himself in the back of this, as has KD and Arblar, so those guys are not going to be too impressed. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine Swarner will be at Lopez, who is on the back of Swarner, I should say. Oh, man, yeah, as we've got...
Juventus don't come in the pits, please.
Oh,
Lopez has to cut that. So
yeah.
It'll get though. Just.
Okay.
Oh,
who is that? I think KD outbroke himself.
Oh,
yeah. That's a dangerous re-entry from KD.
Yeah, Arbor won't be happy about that.
Yeah, he's doing his best Lance Stroll impression. Yeah, I think he should probably just let Arbor get the position, but he's not. A lot of hargy-bargy here. Nothing too major yet, as Lopez did get the job done on Swarner. He is back behind Fenrique, but he, honestly, he might have been the biggest loser in those pit stops. He was in front of Nicholas and Fenrique, I think. No, Fenrique got Lopez.
Yeah, Fenrique was Nicholas didn't quite, but yeah, Lopez really losing out, and on the slow tyre now as well, so Lopez is not going to, be able to catch these guys, I don't think, unless the medium drop-off is absolutely horrendous, which I don't think it will be. Perry will come in, so he's the second to last person in the pit, and Juventus is the last. We'll probably see him in the pit now, 15 laps in those softs. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe he stays out. Okay, so Juventus still on those old softs, the only one to beat, as Arbar's teammate who lets him go through, which makes sense. So Arbar's now got clear air. KD's going to try and follow through as well, I think. Juventus won't make it as easy though.
Yeah.
There's that straight line speed, that was incredible. The speed that Juventus got compared to KD.
Ooh,
more battery and better exit maybe, but KD's going to have a look.
Yeah, he got a way better exit there. And that's another 3 seconds on Bandy. Yeah. He's just going to throw it up the inside of Juventus. 16 laps on those softs. That is remarkable. Yellow flag, is that Juventus? Uh-oh. Gonna have to watch here. He's been sitting there for a while. I'm not sure if he...
I wonder if that's a wheel issue or something, because you'd expect him to have gone already.
I think he might have just been waiting for everybody, but yeah, lap 16 on the softs, obviously probably the limit there. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I mean, you can see...
Rear left maybe? No, that
I don't. I mean, they're very. They're pretty bald. Yeah.
So just that bad.
I mean, after 16 laps spinning, I mean, those things are probably lava at the moment. His Alp knows that now's the time to go. He's got those 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Bean does not. He is in a very strong position here.
Yeah, we've still got a couple guys still to get to pit, so X47 on the mediums and then Swarner and Fettel on the hards. So they're going to have some pace towards the end of the race. If we get a safety car in the next, or maybe in about 5 laps time, then 5 laps time they can put on fresh softs and really shoot from the field. So
yeah, honestly, I was a little concerned that, well, not concerned, I don't know if I was rooting for it or not, but I thought that might have been a safety car, but I guess since Juventus only lost his front wing and wasn't an actual DNF, that they decided not to throw it, which is probably a good thing. They do get a little slap happy on the safety cars in this game.
Sometimes. After having no safety cars for anything, we now get too many for everything. Oh, Juventus has gone round again. I was just on board.
Where's he at?
Just caught it. End of sector 1.
Oh, is that mediums? So he pit and I guess cold tires caught him out.
Not great.
Yeah, probably probably not too thrilled at the moment. A little bit of traffic here for Bean and Alp to get through. They've got 4 seconds back to the Red Bulls of Nicholas and Fenrique, who are also not really budging from one another.
I've got my own R-Bar, KD, Perry, P7. That's going to be spicy. I reckon KD's already shown some aggression, and Perry, we know he's got a bit of skill behind the wheel. So Perry's got the best run out the front corner. I reckon he might make a move on. Yeah, 6 ERS compared to 7 ERS. KD doesn't have much to fight for. Fight with, but he might get R-Bar here actually. Enrique gets a time penalty, so that's also going to hurt him. As Red Bull and, not Red Bull, sorry, Mercedes and second-hand Mercedes go side by side. And they have to slot in. It looks like the Red Bulls are swapped over as well. Oh! Perry trying to split them. That could have been absolute tears for all 3 of them. But they've managed to tell us that, but Perry's going to go on the inside and get them both.
Oh my
so Perry.
God.
That's a bit of a scare.
Yeah, that's I hope he can hold it.
Oh, he's really lost it. Abba. He just got on that inside curve. Yeah. So he's lost that to KD. So
glad he could hold that. I'm wondering if if he can hold his bladder after that. That was
underway change.
Yeah, that was some tight stuff.
Yeah, the Red Bull do swap around as well. Last lap, so Enrique is going to try and lead the charge now. Maybe giving Nicholas a chance to save. Although, to be honest, they've both got almost nothing for batteries, so I don't know, they can't afford to fight too much if they want to catch the guys in front.
Right.
Unless they're holding that off.
Yeah, I think just where they came out way too close together for them to really make a... Yeah, this isn't...
Enrique screws his teammate out, so half the fence there. I mean, it's all clean. These guys, I think we talked about it 2 weeks ago on post-race interviews, maybe even last week, like, they're happy to race each other hard, but they're always going to be respectful of each other, which is the way, like, racing ideally should be. So, it's fantastic seeing these two battles.
Yeah, you would hope so, I think. And I think they are, they're probably in the best position to win the Constructors overall, as long as they can stay out of each other's way for long enough. Down, I think Tichy's going to be taking a look-see on Swarner through the second sector. Tichy on those 5-lap-old mediums. Swarner on those 20-lap-old hards that are probably like ice skates at this point.
Yeah, probably not quite optimal. But Tichy's going to get in just about on the DRS line. Swarner's pulling in to the pit lane. Yeah, he's coming in, so...
Softs for him? Softs for him, yeah. Try to go for a fastest lap and get back through the field, as I think...
on the mediums. So he's going to put on softs.
Okay. Well, that'll be another thing to look for here is, I think, yeah, Fatal put on the mediums. Yeah. That'll
might be better.
Yeah, it's possible. But Alp did get really close that time. I think that was the closest he's been to Bean. The past few laps, he's right up to the tail of him. Going up the hill into Sector 2. They're into the twisty part of the second sector. Giving him a little more space though. These guys are both, I mean, they're pretty even on everything right now. This is really impressive stuff from Bean. I think I've said it about 5 times.
Yeah.
Obviously Alp's first race back. Yeah. I mean, I know it's Alp's first race back, but I'm not sure. Not sure what kind of racing he's been doing past couple of months. But he obviously still has the pace in there if he was doing 6.3s. As I think he's going to make a move here. Around the inside up the hill. I think he just gets a much better exit at turn 4. Pretty much every lap. This is going to be fun to watch because Alp has to get past. Don't forget he does have the 3-second time penalty that he accrued about halfway through this race. Have you checked Bean's how many warnings he has?
I'm going to check it now. Our telemetry thing's a bit slow with updating it. It's about a lap behind, so
Oh.
he's got the 2 warnings, so he has to be on his best behaviour. Alp's got just the 3 warnings for the penalty. Enrique's got 1 penalty as well, and Nicholas is clean.
Ooh! Is out with a gigantic move. He dummied Bean to the outside. Oh man, and Bean is gonna fight back all the way to. This is some. This
Very,
is
very, very respectful. They can
yeah,
be
this is
close
some.
to each other.
This is some really good racing right here from these two.
High quality. Fast. As Alp are getting back. So very, very respectful from the 2 of them there. If they win in the race, they're going to have to make a strong move there. So, I mean, there's still, 12 laps left, so plenty of time. They don't need to make silly now.
Yeah, but
I know they'll break 1-2,
but Bean's going to have to keep up. Alp does have that next level where he can't get that 3 seconds if Bean is not careful here.
He gets spicing up again. Katie on the back of Perry. Kind of threw the nose in there, but had to back out because Perry wasn't having any of that. So that battle is still looking spicy. Just behind him, Collins, which are so close together, but not close to this little trio. Alva's doing quite well actually to hang back of them on hards. So if he can stay within a second, then he might have the better pace at the end of the race. But we'll have to wait and see. Katie's mediums at 10 laps old, Perry 6 as well, which could be a factor. So a few things to play in there as Juventus just gets out of the way on the left hand side. Not a great race for Juventus. Spin. Those guys just spin.
The cost telemetry bot in the Twitch chat, Matty Robbo, I believe that Katie actually has 12 seconds worth of penalties, not 6.
Yeah.
I think it's correct. Yeah, it's correct for R-Bar, but it's not correct for Katie. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah,
I've been refreshing the page, but it hasn't been updated. So not sure what's happening there, but yeah, we'll work with what we've got.
Better than nothing.
If anyone's got any specific requests in the chat, then I can take a look. If anyone, really wants to know any points, so just shoot a comment and I'll check for you.
I'm not sure if it's really worth noting, if it's really noteworthy, but just looking for things here. If Enrique was able to cut that gap down about half a second in the 4 or 5 laps he's had since getting past his teammate, still not, just nowhere near enough to catch the pace of the top 2 right now. But we're Fenrique and Nicholas.
That's older, so maybe in the last 2-3 laps, we can see something. Because that gap is very, very, very close.
Yeah, I think Bean's overcut might have been the move of the race if he ends up winning this one. Really was able to kind of stay out.
So I think that's 1 each for the Red Bulls now. So they're even again.
Yeah, so 1 each. These guys are on an equal playing field. Who are you looking at?
No, it was just Nicholas. I thought he picked up straight up 3 seconds, but it's just he's picked up 3 warnings in about 5 laps. So a bit of a loss of focus from Nicholas. He was playing first half the race.
Oh, hey, look, the European contingent sticking together here. 9, 10, and 11. Canal looking on Tichy. Think he might be able to get him here pretty soon. As Nicholas and Fenrique are going side by side into the Senna S's once again. Yeah, this is
not making it again here though. Neither of them have much battery, so it's going to be about the DRS and the late braking. They'll go side by side again. These guys going hard at it, and I think it's Nicholas's turn to squeeze Enrique out. Yeah, he does. So both of them giving it to each other. Good hard racing. Settle P4 for now.
I feel like these guys just find each other every race that they run together. But Canal did not get past Tichy there, but they are gaining as a duo on everyone else's. I think DK and Wing It going side by side in the Renaults for P12.
All people won there, I think.
And is that you? Oh, that's Juventus. Nah, I thought that might have been Arbar. Both in the Mercedes. But Bean I mean, Bean is staying right with Alp. I think he's running a really smart race right here. Can probably check. Yeah, I mean, the ERS is pretty much out. I think these guys are just saving it through the second sector, letting it build up, and then letting it go through the 2 DRS straights. Pretty much running the same exact lap times at the moment.
Bean's probably in no hurry to really get him, because if he gets me, he has to try and pull away for 8 seconds. A lot of drivers I find it hard to lead as just chance to save a bit of energy, maybe save the fuel if he's slightly under, and really long laps.
He doesn't want to make any no mistakes either with the 2 warnings that he has. One mistake could be the race for him. Not sure if he knows that or not. A little bit of overtake on the exit of the corners just to get better driving to the straight, so good strategy there, but he's still not using it through the actual straight, so he's able to utilise a bit of that battery, gain an advantage, but not just drain it all as lots of drivers do, just using about 50% of it in the 2 straights. So smart ERS use there for Bean, just ensuring he stays right, having that half-second window belt. Very, very good driving there. Well, closest battle on track, aside from Bean and Alp, who are just really running nose to tail, kind of breaking away, lap after lap. Look at that gap. Just in the past, was it 4 laps? They've gained 2 seconds on Nicholas and Fenrique in 3rd and 4th. Arbar and KD, I think Arbar on those hards, this might be around the time that he might be getting an advantage over KD on the 15-lap rule of the mediums. So it might be worth noting here. And of course KD does have the 12 seconds worth of penalties. Swarner is starting to cut his way through the field on those softs. But like 427 up there and P11, they aren't really making enough hay on the points to really challenge for that extra fastest lap point. Presented by Amazon Web Services. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Swanner cleared Team Ding it pretty quickly, but he's got a 5.5 second gap to X47, who's trying to close 10 seconds as Haiti gets the 5th penalty. So really pushing those tracks. Where he's going, he's going to drop out of the points just about. I'll check.
Yeah, I think he would be. I know Tichy doesn't have. We're just watching the. Yeah, Tichy and
X47's only got the 1 penalty, so that's effectively a 12-second gap. So it's going to be kind of close by the end of the race because X47 is going to have a bit more pace, probably.
Yeah, and yeah, Tichy and Canal both are penalty free thus far.
Yeah, still gaining some positions. I think Albar has 2, but he should be fine behind as well. 6-second gap. Yes, Albar's got 2. There's been, not been, sorry, the 2 rebels fighting again. Nicholas having to defend from Enrique, threw it down the inside, but Nicholas managing to hold it back again, but Enrique's going to go again. This is a fantastic fight, absolutely phenomenal. Enrique's going to go around the outside.
Oh,
shocking camera view.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I tried all.
Yellow. Someone's off. That's KD. KD's off. And he's smashed the ball and he's lost.
That is to the center. Yeah, it's his front wing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enough for a safety car, I wouldn't imagine. But that is going to be the end of his points chances here today, I would reckon. Yes, Arbar is closing up on Perry. Hard medium or old hards versus old mediums there. Is I think Fenrique. Not sure if they got into each other into turn 4 there because we were watching KD off track, and Fenrique lost about a second. So I'm not sure if Nicholas pushed him off the track or maybe outbroke himself. Not sure. No damage on either car.
Lost it. Perry's lost it at the final corner.
The same thing.
No damage, but Bean picks up 3 seconds too. That fight at the front is now even.
Oh Lord!
Jeez, everything's happening now.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So Alf Bean both have the same penalty.
And here goes Bean around the outside. This is a fair fight. Now let's see what kind of exit. Ooh, that is a great overtake from Bean Sandwich on the two-time defending champion, Alp, for
Around the
P1.
outside, hard to do.
This is going to be, yeah. Wow, we were waiting for about 15 laps there for something to happen, and then about 5 things happened at the same time.
31, 33. Perry and Katie were both fresh tyres. But yeah, Katie had contact which caused them off, but Perry's was just totally unforced. He just went through egregious.
He did the same thing in qualifying as well. He lit him up on that outside curb in the same spot, the same result. So that is good news for Arbar. And honestly, Tichy, Canal, 427, Swarner now up into the points. He gained 2 positions out of that on the softs, so maybe some points for him in the off. But I think for the rest of the race, we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Alp and Bean now level on penalties. It's 3 seconds to 3 seconds. And I'm not really sure what to expect here. You've seen them go side by side a few times here tonight, and they were hard battles, should be said, but very clean. So I think we're in for quite the finish here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, a lot of the gaps for the field have started to split a bit, but this gap for P1 and the gap for P3 and the fight before last lap for P6, we're all still very, very close. There's still plenty to play for, especially now for podium. It's good to see the podium guys so close together. It's still a question as to who's going to get what position. Worth mentioning as well, Lopez has had a nice little quiet race in P5. Got more yellows. I think that's just against getting out of the way actually. Yeah. Lopez just having a good little race in P5, keeping himself clean. Not as quick as the Red Bulls on those harder tyres, but managing to stay ahead of that little trio of Perry, Katie and Arba before that went downhill. So good job there from Lopez in P5.
Yeah, I'm not sure if might have been expecting a little bit better here today, but top 5 is a top 5. Nothing, no shame in that.
I think also Alps dropped 1.4 seconds, so one of those tyres have clicked 21 laps now. So I think that could be it. Yeah,
it's not the ERS. He has less. I think Bean might be clocked out now. Yeah. If he can keep that broken, Alp is just falling way off the pace. I'm not sure.
He's struggling. You can see him not want to put power down and just understeering a bit, braking early, trying to just get the car nice and straight for accelerating. You can see him struggling visually. He's lost already another almost second, so he's lost 2 seconds in like a lap and a half.
Yeah, I don't think those tires fell off the cliff. I think they fell off the Grand Canyon at this rate. That is about 2 seconds in 1 lap for Bean. It is Bean with the overcut of the Century. It's looking like he's not going to fall off that cliff probably until lap 36, final lap of this race. If then, he can conserve all he wants. Now 2 second cushion. 2 second cushion. Fenrique's still looking to get by on Nicholas. Did Nicholas have a penalty? No. Did he get one?
I think they both had one. I'll check.
So it's still. Yeah, I think it's still good. Still the same between these two. Fenrique just has not been able to. He just can't get past him. I'm not sure if Nicholas is just running maybe a little less downforce or what. But you'd think with DRS advantage. Yeah, you'd think with the DRS advantage, every lap you'd be able to make a move at some point. But not quite. Is honestly the way things are going now.
If Tichy can close 2/10 on Arba, then he'll jump into P6. Tichy's clean on penalties, and Arba's got 2. So
I didn't know.
Even more rewards for that clean race there.
Yeah, not sure when Arba picked up the second. He was going around with 3 seconds worth of penalties for a really long time. As we're entering the final lap, and Fenrique is going to hang it around the outside of Senna. Not quite. See what kind of exit he can get into turn 4. He's on it. He's on it, and these guys are actually kind of catching. Oh no, that's not out. Oh, that McLaren. the McLaren in the foreground is Porridge, who's a lap down.
Paul from Ricky did a run. Is he going to be brave enough to throw it around the outside? He's going to try. Oh, he's tagged his teammate. Well, that could have been Tears, but they've managed to keep both on track still.
Oh man, he's
They're lucky
running out
there.
of. He is. This is a desperate Fenrique right now. He's a caged animal, going for P3 at his home circuit.
Perry and Swanner for the final points as well, but we've got to stay up with this Red Bull battle.
There's you got a caution somewhere. I think it's lappers.
Lap car. Bean's just coming around the final corner now.
Yeah,
Super
Bean.
Bowl is 6 seconds. Those Alps tyres are gone. Absolutely gone.
Yeah.
And Bean's going to win it comfortably.
Incredible stuff. Well done from Bean. And I think these guys are.
Nicholas is only a second from Alp as well.
Yeah, he had
Alp
caught
really
right
dropped.
up to the back. He dropped down to 6 seconds. But yeah, guys, driver of the day, get it in. I know who mine is. I think that's got to be Bean, no question. Great drive. Incredible performance. I believe that's his first victory, no? In COS. So well done to Bean. Last year's runner-up in points. Getting his first victory by defeating last year's winner in points on his return in the McLaren. After missing the first 5 rounds. Gonna have to see how that affects the championship picture. Nicholas did come into tonight leading. And he should still be on top with a P3, so solid performance from him. But yeah, Bean, incredible stuff. All race. The overcut was just fantastic strategy from Bean. It really played out there at the end. I think exactly like he was hoping for.
Those pressure tyres just sealed it for him, so yeah, super job there from Bean Sandwich taking the win in Brazil. Gained his squad driver of the day for the most positions gained, so it's been a good outing there.
I'm not sure he's going to be too thrilled though after he got pipped on the last lap by Perry for the final points paying position. Yeah, Kanal in the comments, you enjoyed it. Glad you did, because we definitely enjoyed that one. Another great race from AM1. Kind of par for the course. the middle, the 2 snakes of like 7 cars in the first stint. That was something to behold. And
Yeah,
somehow nobody made a big mistake. So I'll run down the list. Bean, Alp, Nicholas Fenrique, Lopez, forced to race under the Colombian flag. Tichy in P6, R7, Canal in P8, X427 in P9. Good showing from the EU contingent. 7, 8, and 9 all grouped together. Perry did get the final points paying position there on the final lap on Swarner, who was voted driver of the day by the game. But yeah, whew, all right. You think Bean has a mic? I know Bean didn't have a mic last year. I'm not sure if he has a mic now. I know Alp will be. And I know Bean will. Yeah, Alp will definitely join in short notice. So I'll go to the racing point. Just checking to see what everybody's saying in chat. Katie called himself, or Perry and Katie both called themselves choke artists.
Oh, so maybe they've both just dropped it themselves then. Alright. Let's see if there's not join party.
Yeah, Nicholas asked if there are interviews. Bean congratulating himself in the Discord.
Yeah, so Bean's gonna join.
We'll see. He might join and not say anything. We can read his text messages. Go back to the Twitch, see if anybody's said anything in here.
Yeah, if anyone in the stream has any questions, then fire away. We'll definitely ask them to our top drivers. I think Nicholas will be able to do an interview through this as well, so we'll have at least 2 of our drivers. I'm not sure if Dean will join, he's not responding to the Discord, so it might just be helping Nicholas.
Yeah.
Maybe we get it started then. Yeah, let's just start it, and if he joins, he joins. If he doesn't, then that's okay. We will all congratulate him in the chat. So Al, you here, mate?
Yep, of course.
Awesome.
I missed the interview.
Mic is on voice share and stuff activated, so the stream can hear you. Welcome back. I'm sure everyone's thinking the same thing. It's so good to have you back in COS, and to get a podium after a good qualifying as well. It's been a good return.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, as some of you might know, I recently switched to a new view, and having been away for, some time. Yeah, I'm really happy. I wasn't expecting it heading into it. I knew my qualifying was strong, but race pace wise, I was unsure, and yeah, it was just really enjoyable and a bit scary at the end, but yeah.
Yeah, was that just old tires? We saw you drop off.
No,
like,
no, I had a
6 seconds.
puncture. I got a puncture in the middle of the last lap, front left.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
we noticed you can't drop to 3 in about a lap and a half, but I was very surprised when you were less than a second from Nicholas, so wow.
Yeah, I had 94% tires and it just blew up.
Good lord.
I thought it would blew up earlier, but
Wow.
I mean, yeah, if I had to like go back to the race and change one thing, I think it would be my pit lap. I thought the tires would make it. I mean, I didn't do a full practice race, so I mean, that's completely my fault. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought
Well,
it was like the 2019 game, so I just put it on lap 11. And
yeah, so it was 11. Yeah.
really unluckily, I came out in between like 4 or 5 cars battling hard, so that completely ruined the undercut and added just more tire wear.
Yep. Fair enough. Yeah, you actually did pretty well to clear them fairly quickly because that was a battle pack and a half. Managed to kind of get through them, but then ended up losing out to Bean with in the pit stops. Yeah, how was your race with him though? Because he had some really good pace, didn't he?
I mean, I knew he improved. He told me he improved compared to the last game, but yeah, this really surprised me. I mean, I was expecting more of Nicholas and Fenrique being closer, but yeah, I mean, really impressive from Bean, and I'm really happy for him. I think it's his first one.
We'll have to follow that up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. He had a bunch of P2s last season, but enough to get him second in the championship. But yeah, I think that's his first career victory.
Yeah. Well, super.
Yeah. Bean does say GG to Alp in the Discord, so that is his comment.
Yeah, GG to him.
There you go. Good sportsmanship after some cracking on-race battles. So, yeah, good to have you back again, and congratulations on your podium, Alp. Hopefully you can stick around for a little bit. And we can see you back for some more races in the upcoming weeks. So, yeah, congratulations again, and thanks for jumping in for an interview.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, I'll just get hooked up with Nicholas and we can conduct a bit of an interview there as well. So we will unmute our Discord so you'll hear all of my notifications as well as the stream. Let's mute that. Mate, I'm almost going to fly over to America and buy him a mic for his local shop to get to that point.
I think he's Canadian.
Canadian. Well, Canada is then. Always wanted to go to Canada actually, so...
Yeah,
Anyway,
you'd probably have a better time there than here.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. Alright, start voice call. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, can you hear me, mate?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, fantastic. Alrighty, we're good to go. I was just saying I need to fly over to Canada and get you a mic because you still haven't done it. But
Yeah.
we'll get there. Yeah. Anyway, another week, another podium, so good result. Wasn't a win though, you've broken that little streak you had. Some good pace from the guys in front, so did you think you could catch them, or was P3 kind of the maximum today?
I thought I could just because I pitted so much later than them. I think it was like 4 laps. I thought one of them was going to get a puncture in the end, and I think it was Alf who did. I think he did a really good job to bring that home in second, so congratulations to him and Bean as well. But yeah, I was happy with from where I was on the grid. Obviously, crashing and qualifying never makes things easy for the race.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been convenient. Missing out on probably 2 more runs where the track's more optimal. So yeah, it was a good recovery drive up to P3. Yeah, walk us through your battle with your teammate Fenrique, though. You guys had some pretty crazy on-track action. Do you reckon that might have cost you in the end getting to P2, considering the puncture and everything, and even just general pace before that even happened?
Yeah, I think it was a really, really good battle with Fenrique. It was pretty clean and pretty aggressive as well. I think it did probably cost us second and third. We would have lost more than 8/10 when we were battling, but that was great fun to have, so I'm not too disheartened about that.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think if you're in a fun battle and you're enjoying your racing, then the result doesn't matter so much. So it was fantastic to watch on stream, and it's good to hear that you enjoyed it as well. As always, racing hard, but also very, very fair to each other. So it's kind of the ideal racing. It's fantastic to watch. So yeah, good job there for that little fight, and yeah, congratulations for coming out on top of that little intra-team battle. But yeah, got any questions, Kitten?
I think that pretty much covers it from my end. I feel like they probably could have gotten a little closer to that front pack if they had given each other a little more than 0.2 of a second, pretty much that entire second stint. But clean stuff, hard racing from teammates. Can't complain too much about what we saw.
Yeah, that's what we want to see on track in contested speed. But yeah, congratulations on another podium. I think next week, I think it was Abu Dhabi, I said, so that should be an interesting race, and hopefully we'll be chatting to you again.
Thank you.
Alright, good stuff.
Well,
Well done.
I suppose that's the end of the day here for COS. For Bodhod, our winner being Alp and Nicholas, who rounded out the podium here tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the action. I know we certainly did. Next week we will be in Abu Dhabi for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and that'll kick off on Monday with EU3, and then Tuesday and Wednesday nights you will see our American version of the action, all the way through Thursday with EU4. So until then, everybody have a fun week. We will talk to you then.